Red Dragon 2 or aka Red Dragon Plays. You guys can see me on YouTube. By the way, I have a very awesome theory about the Pacific Rim Slattern, aka the category 5 kaiju first ever. And let me tell you about this kaiju completely. And I'm gonna tell you why the kaiju was so weak against the Jaegers. So let me tell everything about Slattern. So Slattern is a category 5 kaiju and it's more of a first ever category 5 kaiju which we saw. But it's really doubt that if it's actually the first ever category 5 because not just because it was shown in the movie, because there could be another category 5 like Raijin or even the Haikuja. You know what I'm trying to tell? And I'm going straight with up there. But let me tell you about Slattern why it's shown weak. Well, in the movie, if you don't know or not, I saw this movie mania YouTuber, which I like the most. And by the way, you have to check him out. Movie mania. He'll show all these battles, but I saw one battle very specifically on which shown that Slattern asking for help. The video is called as Striker Eureka versus Cyber Athena. So I think you guys might have checked it. If you did, you're amazing. So yeah, this is a kaiju which I'm trying to talk about. So this kaiju was shown in the movie Pacific Rim, the first ever movie as well, like how the first ever kaiju. Let me tell you about this kaiju. The kaiju was shown like very weak against Striker Eureka, and it's because of two reasons. Well, Slattern's fighting experiences and Striker's Eureka's upgrades. So, so let me talk about the first thing, which is Slattern's fighting experiences. Well, if you're a big fan of Pacific Rim, more than Godzilla, the Monsterverse, Showa, or even Heisei, I don't know, like Heisei, the Godzilla thing, or even Final Wars, or even Destroy All Monsters. I don't know which is your favorite one, but it's up to you. By the way, if you see all those, maybe some of you are Pacific Rim fans which are going to watch my video. So make sure you subscribe and give a like. So Slattern was shown in the movie Pacific Rim, which everyone knows. Well, the thing is that when we saw this kaiju for the first time, it was like struggling a bit against Striker Eureka, and this is the reason why. Unlike the Category 3 or Category 4 kaijus, this is the one of the Category 5, which is fighting Striker Eureka. Well, the point is that this kaiju has very low battle experiences, and here's why. Maybe you'd be like, wait, what are you trying to tell? This kaiju is already the experience and it's a category 5. I agree with you, okay? I agree. But I really think this kaiju has no fighting experiences because if it really had, it could have just destroyed Striker Eureka's Striker Eureka on like one hit or maybe in one tail swipe. In one tail swipe, we saw in the movie that when Striker was fighting Slattern just gave one strike, which even forced Striker at the back. Well, this could be more of like thing which I'm trying to tell. The kaiju's actually like the kaiju does not have any battle experiences. It only came at the last scene, which he's definitely gonna fight against Striker Eureka, but Striker Eureka got the upper chance because of another thing, which is where I'm coming to point number 2. The point number 2 is Striker Eureka's upgrades. The upgrades which I'm trying to tell you is like if you see against a category 4 kaiju in this very beginning, Striker took it with few more weapons, which I'm trying to tell, like the blades and the rockets, even the knuckle thrusters. Well, I think here's why the Striker Eureka was upgraded. If you see in the second scene where we've completely seen a Striker Eureka fighting a category 4, I think it's category 4, yes. It's a category 4, which is Hotachi. If you don't know who's Hotachi, she's actually a monster, the kaiju which can fly. I think you guys know Hotachi. I think you know. Check out the Pacific Rim Watch entire movie so that you know what I'm trying to talk about. So Otachi having this amazing things like You can say because of two kaiju, so Itachi and Leatherback. Leatherback had this back thing which gives us a huge waves like the Mutos. Well, just like the Mutos, Leatherback was similar to a Muto. Since you know that the Leatherback kaiju, it used the electrical waves, which made Striker having less power. Okay, and then Leatherback was also damaging Striker a bit. So like hitting the face or something. Even with the category 4, which is the first ever kaiju which Striker fought, we saw that kaiju even having some moves. I'm not saying the kaiju didn't even fight. We just saw the television, that's it. But there could be more against that fight. I think Striker might have needed some upgrades. And after that one fight, Striker was low power because of Leatherback. So you came to that like what is it? The tower where like the place where the gypsy are in danger type of Jaegers are. And when they went there, I think they might have been like upgrading Striker a bit. You can say because of Striker's upgrades and this Kaiju's weakness. Not weakness, I mean low battle experiences. You understand? So I'm telling that Slattern also has some more basic mistakes than just having a low battle experiences. Because I totally agree with on Slattern being having that low fighting experiences, but even Striker's upgrade could be another point where Slattern almost like needs help. Maybe you can say something like that. I hopefully this theory won't get debunked. At least that's what I think. Okay, so there's another things. You see against this picture, the Davin art. You see this picture. Look at the size of Striker and the size of Slattern. Well, even in the movie, the Slattern is way bigger, so it can't do specific moves. I mean, the Kaiju is very good at having the tentacles and hitting the Jaegers, but I'm really honest with you that this Kaiju here, I mean, like the Kaiju is what to say? The Kaiju is very big, so it can't do specific. Since Striker is kind of small, he will get upper chance in that, striking all the way. And another specific reason is this Kaiju does not have any abilities. Well, in the Pacific Rim game, it does have abilities. I'm not saying it does not have abilities. But even if it had abilities, it could have used in the fight of Striker. Why didn't it use? This is my question, which I didn't come up with the answer myself. So this Kaiju here was having the low battle experiences. That's why it was like very. I mean, it really needed help from Scunner, which is a category 4, which is all fighting Gypsy Danger. And when the Gypsy Danger loses a horn because of Raiju, and also the leg, which is bitten by Scunner, Gypsy Danger was really battle damaged. And also, if you don't know, or if you know, this Kaiju was so fast. And let me tell you this again. This Slattern Kaiju really has a huge durability, and here's why. Because if you see or not, Striker was having a nuke, and that nuke which he exploded almost killed Slattern, and it killed Scunner. And I'm very honest with you that this Kaiju is very strong. And another thing is that if you know or not, this Kaiju is very weak. I'm just telling you that very honestly. Because the reason I'm saying the Kaiju is shown weak is because of the battle experiences it had. This Kaiju was just awake, and that's a point which I'm making up there. So I'm telling you that this is a theory where Slattern was shown weaker and Striker's upgrades were shown much stronger against it. But I'm telling you again that this Kaiju here has a high chance of durability. And here's why: because Striker's nuke, everything. I'm not saying the entire Kaiju itself is weak, because Slattern survived with Striker Eureka's nuke. So I'm telling you that this Kaiju is not so weak, but it had very low bad experiences. That's why it's shown weak against the battle. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe, give a like. Be soon in another theory video. Bye, guys.